And especially now it's time for dinner. So all of you might be thinking about some good food. So I'll give you an example about food. Um, I have two kids, Tia and Ansh. Um, and if I go somewhere and I really, really like the food there, what would you do? You would ask your family that this is very good, this rasgulla is very good, this gulab jamun is very good, this particular thali is very good. Why don't you try this? Would we do that? Would you do that? Okay. Um, and that's exactly what I did. So I came here around, maybe around 12, 13 years ago, 15 years ago. And I really liked what I learned here. And that's why I thought that I should share it with my family, which is my Sears family. I am a founder CEO of this company for the last 20 years. And I have always enjoyed the kind of learnings that I got from here. And I thought that I would like to kind of share it with people that are a part of our family. And so all of the people who just kind of came here, I'm thanking all of them because they kind of believed in me and one of our other children. Bala is a young adult children in Sears. He's also a child actually at heart. You'll see that dimension from him when you kind of interact with him in person. It is a fantastic experience that we had as a company in implementing some of the practices, and this content was not there. The digital wellness content was not there around 12 years ago. But Bala built it, I think maybe around 6-7 years ago. Okay. So 6-7 years ago, Bala built this content, and we started advocating some of it internally first, and then we kind of started providing this content externally as well. So I saw a lot of picture. It was a digital wellness session, and a lot of people were taking pictures. But that particular slide deck is available for all of you to download. You can use it, and please share it so that it benefits the rest of the society as well. I'm happy to answer any questions. I'm still a student. I'm learning a lot. I would love for you to kind of ask any questions, and I'm happy to share my experiences. Sorry? Okay, so the question is, we have implemented some of the practices that we have learned here at Sears. So one of the example is for any important meeting that we go to, we have 1 minute of meditation before the meeting begins, which allows us to disconnect from the prior thoughts. And then we have 1 minute of meditation after the meeting is over. So that is one. We have implemented quite a few practices that we have learned from here, but it starts with self-awareness, starts with listening better, starts with pausing before we start speaking so that we have some kind of, we are not just speaking to react, but we are trying to respond. And quite a few other practices. There is a significant, so we have around 1,200 people globally. We have presence in 11 countries. And gradually, as we have scaled the organization, there is always somebody not happy with somebody else. And when people have disputes, how they resolve disputes has evolved, has become significantly better. When we started having some kind of like there is a dispute around somebody should have done this or somebody should have done that, and that person should have done this, and how do we complain versus we try and fix it. So the ownership mindset, responsibility, adaptability, patience, persistence, all of that has improved significantly in people who have attended the sessions, have practiced it, and many people come again and again. So many of the people who participate here from Sears, maybe around 30 people have participated. Many of them continue to follow this practice and that bring their families and they try and educate them as well. So that has benefited significantly as well. And that's why we created this concept called VP of Better Living. It's a full-time role at Sears, and Bala continues to provide these kind of educational awareness sessions, not just for Sears people, but also the ex-Searsians, children of ex-Searsians as well as Searsians, and quite a few interesting sessions are being conducted in a similar fun and interesting manner, such that it's engaging and it allows us to become better. Please go ahead. Multitasking is a lie, okay? It's a difficult question, okay? It's a trick question. Now, he knows that I'm the CEO, I have to do some multitasking. So, Atishokti, the thing that came by, so there is multitasking to a certain limit. There are some transactions, some notifications that we have to keep on. Like Bala keeps notifications on for my notifications. I hope so sometimes. So we keep certain notifications on. We allow for, if you are if you're a cardiac surgeon and you are treating a patient, it's important for you to then be available. If you are an ICU, if you are an intensivist. Okay. Thank you. So if you are an intensivist and then you have to treat a patient, you have to be keeping your notifications on. So there is some level of interruptions that we can allow, but if every notification that is unimportant attacks you, then I think it's a significant loss of productivity. And I think he demonstrated that quite nicely with the 18 letters that we wrote.
Hello? Mm-hmm. Yeah, so as being CEO of a global organization which works through different countries and different time zones, I am assuming, you'd be having calls, at different times of the day. I want to understand how do you practice Amrit Vela meditation, and how do you manage the sleep cycle and everything on a daily basis?
Sure.
Yeah.
I have personally benefited significantly from practicing some of these basic practices. I do wake up early. I have currently moved to the US, so I live in San Francisco. I used to have a lot of late night calls with customers. I used to have a lot of pace at which I would continue to work till late night. And then suddenly you are so tired because you have already spent a lot of time at work, and then you have to go to sleep. So it used to be difficult. And now that since I have moved closer to where our customers are, it's much easier. It's much less difficult to continue to, but we still have operations in multiple countries, so we still have to take some late night calls. And then if we can just break that with some kind of a pause that we do, which I honestly don't do all the time. Bala is still working on me. I'm his student. Then it will create the right pause, which allows us to then go to sleep. Otherwise, we are like racing at 100 miles an hour, and then suddenly we put a stop, and suddenly, because we are drop dead, and we go to sleep, the brain still continues to work at that 100 miles an hour. And I don't think I'm doing a very good job at it, to be honest, but I think I'm becoming better.
Thank you. I do have one question. Like, as a CEO, it's more about what you want to do others, right? and now your people also like celebrating this practice. So they have thought that what they want to do. So how you just manage those things, one like what you your vision and what you want to bring out from the employee, and like if they have their own thoughts, how you just manage those situations.
So, are you asking that do we enforce this, or are they learning this on their own? Is that the question?
No, no. I'm just saying that I just want your perspective. Like you have a vision and you just want to do bring out something, and if like people other also thinking and they give their perspective on things, how do you like
Sure.
how it works like for you like?
Sure. So the reason why we hire people not just to delegate, right? We hire people to elevate our organization. So we want people to have different opinion. We want people to suggest a different way of doing things. So we have this culture code that we have written over a period of time. So we kind of wrote it around 7 years, 8 years into operation. We created a culture code as to what do we really value in our people. And then we define those values. So we want to kind of have people, we value people on the basis of their adherence to the happier values. We call it happier values. And those happier values are what we align on, but how you get things done, what you want to do, where you want to go, all of that is something that we want people to have different way of doing things and suggest a different way of doing things.